Hi, this is Faisal from Bista Solutions. I'll give you a demo of OpenERP, which is a very popular open source ERP software. So this is basically a web-based, it has both a client as well as a web client. So you can just use any web browser to access it. So I'll log into one system and I'll show you the features. Right now I'm logging in as an administrator. Okay, and I'll show you some of the major modules which are present in the ERP. So it has human resource, financial management, stock management, purchase management, manufacturing, sales, CRM. So these are the various high-level modules. It's a very modular architecture. So you can essentially download modules or sub-modules and install it as per your need. So I will, like any good ERP, it has information in a very structured way. So these are all the list of my suppliers or my partners, and I can have them as customers or suppliers. And if I go and see the details of a particular partner, all the logical information about him is stored in one place. So I can see all the transactions which I have done with this partner, and it's all logically linked. So with that background, what I would do is I will show you a flow of a very simple purchase request, how it flows through an organization. So I will log in as a purchase manager into the system. And so each, based on their role, each user sees various options based on their role. And so since it's a purchase manager, he sees only the purchasing role. So these are the options available to him. Purchase management, to see the purchase orders or create a new purchase order. I've created some shortcuts here, so I can directly go for my routine task. For this particular user, he can just go and click on it and start his task. So we are right now encoding a purchase order. So I'll add in the supplier name. So essentially I can click on this button and search from a list of suppliers, okay, or I can directly type in the first few characters, and when I tab, it searches for the right match and fills up the related information from this particular supplier's record. Okay, so I will save this this purchase order before I can start filling up the purchase order line items. So I will add some line item to this record, to this purchase order. I can select from here, or I can just directly type in a few characters and it will find the information. If it doesn't find it, brings up the screen where I can filter the product which I want. So I will select the product I want, and again it populates the relevant data. I will fill up the quantity which I want and save this line item. And close this record. So at this point, what I would do, I would want to show you some of the features of this OpenERP system. First one is it has an inbuilt process management engine, which will give you a graphical flow of how the process is flowing. So this purchase order request, you can see, I directly started for encoding a purchase order. This brown line shows me where I am currently in my document flow. So it gives me a graphical representation of where I am in the flow. Another good feature is, with any step in the process, all the documents related to that process, you can just directly click on it and access the document related to that process. So when I clicked on this, it showed me the purchase order. When I go forward and when I have invoices, these links will come up and show me the invoices for that particular for this particular flow. The gray items are the ones which will not happen based on the workflow I chose. Again, this brown arrow, I can actually click on it and I can confirm, I can process it further from here. I can actually, confirm this process, but I won't do it. I'll go back to the purchase order and confirm it. So I'm just confirming this purchase order, and we'll see this graph change. I'm just refreshing my screen, so you see this arrow move to here, which shows that we've moved to this particular phase. Now, again, I would like to show you this attachment feature, which is a very nice feature. Any document, any object, you can attach as many files as you want, as many attachments. So it will be stored with that record. So say I want to attach with this purchase order, it could have been a purchase request or something. I can just attach anything to this particular document and save it with this record. And so I'll just cancel this request, and whenever I want, I can open that record and see the attachments with this particular object over here. Again, it has this tool where you can make an output document. This could be your purchase order request for your supplier. Again, we can make these custom documents as per your requirement. So I'll go back to this and assume that it has been approved by a supplier, that he can supply it at the particular rate at the particular time. And I will open this product screen to show you what effect it had on our products. So we ordered rectifier transformer. So if you see our rectifier transformer, the real stock is still the same, but the virtual stock has increased by 5 because we are expecting it. So it's not in our hand, we've not received it, but we would be receiving it. So that is displayed over here. So now the purchase manager is done and he logs out from his screen. And what I would do is I will log in as the stock manager. So when the stock manager logs in, we've made a small dashboard, so he sees various views in one screen. So this is the list of incoming products which he's expecting. So again, this is 7 and this virtual stock is 12. So once he receives the product, he will click on this incoming product and say that he's received the product. So he says product is received. Assume he received all of it. It can, you can have a partial receipt, but for this particular demo we assume full receipt, and that's it. His job is done. So again, when you go to the products tab, you see that it is now in real stock. You see that the product is in real stock. Now we go to the payments part, which is also very crucial. So I will log in as a finance manager, and I can see a list of all my customer invoices which I'm expecting, but at this point we are doing a purchase flow, so we look at the list of our supplier invoices, and this is the list which this is the purchase order which I have to process. So I will just open it, and at the same time I'll open up a few more in other windows to show how this transaction has effect on your financials. So I'll open up the journals. These are our various journals we've defined, very simple, and I'll open up the chart of accounts. So we'll see how, as we process the invoice, how it is affected. So I've set it up. Obviously this can be set up in very different ways. I've set it up so that we pay the invoice once we receive the goods. So that's why once we receive the goods, it generated this invoice. So again, the finance manager will validate it, and once he's validated, you can see, I'll just refresh my screen to show you that this entry has been made in the purchases screen. And if I see my purchase journal, it would reflect in that journal. my purchase will be reflected in that journal. Now I have to pay that invoice. So essentially I click on this action item menu from the right and say pay invoice. I put a name, select the journal, and I say full payment. Obviously I can make partial payment, but I would make full payment. And now if you go back to the and see your bank journal, it would have made the correct entries in that particular journal. So these are the entries which were made. So this is the end of the purchase flow. In the next video we'll show you how a sales flow will work.